Welcome to Ladies Night Live, everybody. Sorry, trying to get one of our ladies in here. So we have Shannon and Terminator in the house, Sleepy Terminator in the house. And then in the chat, welcome Aaron and Jan. So, I know we were talking backstage before the live. Oh, there she is. Hold on, let me get Tambra in here.
I got it to work finally.
Yay! I was going to try to figure out another way I could send it to you, but good, you got it.
Yeah, it's in a little bitty picture though. I don't know
Yeah.
how that happened. See if I can fix it. There we go. There we go.
So, Shannon, say how I know you were telling me backstage about your live last night. So, Shannon has also a really awesome channel. Just click on her, and she has her Sunday evening about 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So yeah. That's an awesome one to check out. Say how your live went last night.
I gotta find my phone.
It was pretty good because on Sunday nights I'll do either the Book of Enoch or I will do Bible trivia or any of the other books that because I did the Book of Revelations because we are living in that right now. And if anybody wants to come over and check my channel out on Sunday, because I do I do 2 regular ones on Tuesday and Saturday where I'm reading the Bible, and I'm in the book of Jeremiah right now.
Yeah.
So I'll be reading chapters 6 through 10 tomorrow.
Oh.
The first one took me like 31 minutes
to
read. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed your live last night. I was with family.
That's all right. Family's important. You know, God's important too, but family is more important right now with everybody, you know. Because I love all my family. I may not get to speak to one of my siblings, but I still love them regardless.
Yep.
Because they do not like the family because we all voted for Mr. T.
Yeah.
That's like, I still love him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That didn't help.
Hi, Karen.
How y'all doing tonight?
All right. Just starting out on asking everybody what's up, how things been, all like that. So Shannon just went. Karen, how's things been with you?
Oh, wonderful. Our grandbabies came by. I gave them Easter eggs bigger than they were, filled with nothing but pure 100% American chocolate. And I didn't let them open it till they went home to their mama and daddy.
There you go.
I put about 15 pounds of chocolate in that child's egg.
Oh, wow.
That's what they get for not bringing her around on the holidays.
Yeah.
Grandma has time to hit the sale racks after the holiday. And I loaded that child up.
That's funny. That is funny.
She had a blast. She had a blast.
That's good. That's important. Terminator. I know we were talking backstage what you did last night. So let everybody else know.
I went with my son and my granddaughter, and we went what we call smelting. We were netting smelts last night, and you can only do them at night. And we got 2 3-gallon pails, right full, rimmed right up. It was fun because the area where I did it as a child with my father. Then my husband and I did it with our kids, with my son. And now I'm doing it with my son and my granddaughter. And I ended up and that's what I was doing all day today, cleaning smelt.
How do you clean a fish that little?
Well, I'll go back and get them out of my fridge, and you'll see. I'll show you the ones that I cleaned and what they look like.
You ain't
Okay.
gonna fillet it, okay?
No, you don't fillet it. You just all you do is cut the head
Cut
off,
the heads off and
open up the
gut 'em.
stomach with a
That's
pair
how
of
it is
scissors,
for 'em.
and
Take the guts
you
out?
just take your thumb and clean the guts out, and then they're ready for eating.
Okay. Yeah. I think it sounds like cat food to me.
No.
down like salmon in a pan.
Okay, I gotta go in my light. I'm gonna show you. This is what they look like.
Yuck.
Like sardines.
Yeah. Cat food.
Similar, a little bigger, and they don't stink like sardines, and they taste better than sardines. They're really delicious. I take them and I'm gonna mix up some spice with my corn flour and cornmeal. And what I do is I mix up the spice in the flour, then I roll them in the flour, let it soak for a little few minutes on the fish, and then I roll them in the cornmeal and I throw them in a pot with oil, like deep frying.
Prime. Yeah.
And I make them nice and golden brown and crispy. They're delicious that way.
Oh, time to eat.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Don't sound good to me.
And I'm
Y'all
gonna have a feast
in a minute.
after our live. I'm gonna cook a bunch up and have a big feast.
So, Tambra, how have you been? What you been up to?
Went to the vet today. Got the kids' last shot. Went to the auto parts and spent $150 for oil and all the filters. Then went to
Yeah,
Feed
prepping
Store.
tip, ladies. Y'all, if you go ahead and get the oil for your next oil change, go ahead and get your filters, an extra pair of windshield wipers, and keep all that shit on hand because supply lines are going hinky again, and you don't want to be crawling from store to store looking for what you need.
It's still
Yeah.
high. Oil
Yep.
filters and oil. It's high dollar now.
Yeah, but you still, like I said, you need to get it in advance because once those chains lines go down completely, you won't be able to find it. It ain't gonna be on the shelf long.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to get it changed in the next 3 days before I go to Kansas or help Gaines move.
Yeah.
Now, is that a full move she's gonna be doing or a partial move?
Nah, she ain't gonna have all her stuff done yet. We're just
No,
taking a
not yet.
load.
Okay.
We're just taking a load. Yeah.
Okay.
Reload helps. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, does. Well, I know my weekend was good. Yesterday, me and family went to the beach, and I got burnt
Red?
really good.
Your forehead looks a little red.
Yeah, so is like every.
Yeah, you can really see it.
And so I got my aloe. I
Yeah.
took it off my plant and gonna do everything and just like put it on me. I got a lot of aloe plants because I get burnt sometimes. So
My husband's over here laughing at you because he went outside and mowed grass for like 5 hours
Oh Lord.
and come in just as red as a lobster could be because we were having one of those solar pulses.
yeah,
And he woke up brown the next morning and he's over here laughing at you.
She'll turn brown.
Because I'm like, I've got the I literally carry a parasol everywhere I go.
She's
She's
gonna
like-
go
like
get
gonna
this,
show up.
yeah.
I bet-
Because All American, when we go to the beach, he is wearing a hat, a long sleeve sun shirt, sun pants. He wears.
Now,
his-
I've got this one for
Rocks.
formal occasions, and I've got this one for fun occasions, and I've got a red one for nights out on the town. I don't go outside without my own shade everywhere I go.
yeah,
You don't go outside half naked, you don't get burned.
yeah. He's saying if I don't go out half naked, I won't get burnt.
Hey, Brown
When you're at
legs
the
look
beach,
better.
you're supposed to be half naked.
Yeah,
Brown
I'm in.
legs,
Clothes wear you down when you're swimming.
I'm in a. Well, his clothes are like very light and thin for sun shirts and pants and all, so he can dry quickly. But he's a redhead, so he can get burnt really quick too. So he mostly stays under the umbrella as well.
Yeah, I quit trying to tan years ago. I mean, years ago, because you can only burn so many times. You can try to do the slow burn method, where you get a
Yeah.
little pink and then wait a couple days and you get pinker. It never goes tan. It never goes tan.
I will tan, but it takes me a little bit.
I tan. Not a problem.
Yeah. But right now,
Yeah,
man,
I do too.
Better than red.
burnt.
That's not don't look that red. Come on.
It is really red on my shoulders.
If you put aloe vera on it, it's probably gonna peel. You need to put
Yeah.
baby oil.
I normally always put aloe
Then
on.
she'll really look funny when she puts it on her forehead. She'll really look funny when she's peeling. She'll look
Yeah.
like a snake peeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we had fun though, out there with the it was his daughter and granddaughters. So me and the granddaughters, we were out in the water because others thought it was too cold. It was not really cold at all. But
Oh no, let them go out to the other coast.
I know I don't go to the other coast. That is cold.
Yeah, that's like 10 degrees colder than
Yeah.
East Coast.
I will not go over to that one. And also I don't care for the beaches over there too
I'd
much.
call that the European water. No, there's some nice beaches over there.
Yeah, we went to Daytona that one time and it was not good.
Haven't been to
I've
the
been
beach
to
in
the
years.
Florida beaches and I've been to the California beaches.
Yeah.
Their beaches are a little different than our side because their sand is like more grainy and you
Yeah.
sink into it more than you do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to California once but never went to the beach. I don't think we even went closer to
Hey, I was 15 years old when I went to Florida for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a long
But the
time
only thing I
ago.
liked about the only thing I liked about the trip is I liked Kentucky and Tennessee was my favorite, in Georgia. Driving through there.
Yeah.
Tennessee
That's
and
where
Kentucky's
you seen
pretty.
the older people, right?
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Never been to Florida.
I was watching your video, Tambra, that you sent me of the puppies getting to play in the grass for the first time.
Oh, it's great. They loved it.
Oh, that's
They run
good.
around like crazy. I thought it was neat. Now
Yeah.
they crashed.
little children running around having a great time.
Yep.
That's good. All right, you ladies ready?
We're ready.
All right, well, let me.
Bring it.
I'm not. Y'all maybe, I'm not.
Ooh.
Okay. Bank run.
Eh,
I was just gonna say that.
eh.
He always starts the night with bank run.
I know, I do. And then it's just get it over with kind of a thing.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On April 2nd, 2029, in the heart of Miami, Florida, you're the CEO of a major bank in a predicament. The government has offered a bailout to your falling institution. Accepting it means ceding control and implementing measures that would lead to job losses. Refusing it could mean bankruptcy and even greater number of job loss. Which choice do you make? Or what choice do you make? Shannon?
Since we're already almost there at that point, I would just not. Because it's like we need the collapse.
Yeah, so you would go ahead and let your...
Yeah, but I'd tell everybody just get prepared and be strong because we do need that collapse.
Yeah, so you would go ahead with the bankruptcy of your bank.
Yes. Because we're already seeing it with most of the banks now.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's an inevitable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Avoidable, yeah, measure that's going to be sooner or later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Terminator.
why gold and silver are good.
Yep. No, the golden.
I'd go bankrupt because I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to get anything from the government because then they have full control over you and they'd use you like a puppet.
Yeah. Karen?
I would call every employee in, lay the cards on the table, explain exactly what's going on, and then take a vote
Yeah.
and let the employees decide.
Yeah,
Yep.
because going bankruptcy, then they're losing their jobs as well and everything.
Yeah, with bankruptcy, everybody loses.
Yeah.
But with the company, everybody loses control. So I would have to go, guys, this is it. These are our only two options.
I'm a king.
Silent vote right now, handwritten on paper, one at a time. Y'all decide.
Yeah. Tambra?
I'd resign and get the hell out of there.
Yeah. That's another way.
I wouldn't be in.
As soon as you
Never
put it
thought
to
of
a
that
vote,
way.
you don't have to.
Say that again, Karen?
As soon as you put it to a vote, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get blamed. No
Oh,
matter
yeah.
which way it goes, you're going to get blamed.
All right. They might as well
Yeah.
leave and leave it to them.
Nope.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I like Karen's idea and Tambra's about just leaving. And then Shannon, I like what you said about getting gold and silver. Get the hard assets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody
Something
should
that
be
you-
doing that as an individual anyway.
Yes.
Most of us can't afford gold.
Yeah.
No, but once you figure out the economics of it, silver is worth as much as gold for spending power. You just got to have more of it, but it costs less.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you got $3,000 gold bar and you've got $3,000 in silver, which you bought more slowly over time, you still got that one gold bar.
Mm-hmm.
You still got the buying power.
Yeah.
Now, if you got silver, you probably have smaller increments, and you can use it.
You can
better.
purchase them more slowly over time.
All right.
And if you once you get enough, you can trade them in for gold.
Yeah.
You know, it might take a couple of years, but you can do that.
You need to have brass too.
And I copper mine even because you know what it costs to make pennies, and they're going to stop making pennies, right? So you think you've got 1 cent. Well, guess what? Any penny that was before 1968 is now 7 cents. So
Yeah.
I copper mine my change. I look at every penny that comes through, and I hold back the copper pennies, and I dump the rest in the Coinstar machine.
Yeah.
And then I take that cash and I go down and I buy a silver coin with it.
Yeah. And also,
and
though,
then
if you have your bank account, a bank, I know for me, if I want change out my change, um, it's cheaper and not the fee as like one of those corn stars to just go to the bank and then get my change into cash or whatever, and then I can do what's left and then go to save that up, and then I can go and get some silver or whatever.
and you can junk mine gold too.
Yeah.
Broken jewelry.
Yep.
If you
My son collects.
find a real gold chain on the beach, I used to repair and make. Well, I still make my own jewelry. I just don't do the gold, silver, and semi-precious stones anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was doing like wire work with gold wire, all the little ends, I saved every damn one of them. I've got a whole baggie full, and it's real gold. It's 24 karat gold. So that would be junk gold. You can
Yeah.
save junk gold just like you saved junk silver.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, even
Yep.
like, if you look at your coins, the certain time frame for the nickel, it's actual nickel. You just got to check your dates, and quarters and dimes as well.
Yeah, those are for the junk silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my son,
1964
he
anyway,
when
making them in
scrap comes
silver.
in, he collects all the silver
Yeah.
plates, silver spoons, knives, forks.
Yeah, you can get a crap load of that stuff at yard sales, estate sales.
Goodwill, yard sales. Yep.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't give Goodwill my business because none of the money goes to actually help anybody. It all goes to management, to top level management and the CEOs. It really does. 95 cents out of every dollar goes to pay fees for the bureaucracy, to feed the bureaucracy, not to help people anymore.
Yeah.
So a lot of the older, they've just been here forever, like the American Cancer Society. No, they've been collecting money for
Red
40
Cross,
years.
no.
No, there's a cure out there. They're collecting that money and they're not doing the work. They're not earning that money anymore.
Yeah.
And as far as the crap they're doing at hospitals like St. Jude and stuff like that, that's all government funded anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They pay them to stay open, and then you pay them to keep you sick.
Hmm.
You're just being grifted. I've
Yep.
lost a lot of faith in the charity market and the medical market here in the last couple of years. I mean, I've
I'll
just
do doctors.
totally that. My foster daughter, her little girl has to have her foot turns out when she tries to walk.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, exercise that foot, bend it the other way every morning, gently. Keep that limb mobile. Keep the muscle from drawing up tight on the short side. I said, and put her in a little sprained ankle brace.
Yeah.
And she came over today, and I was like, is it helping? And she said, yeah, we've got an appointment to get her braces. And then they called. They want $600 to custom fit a little old leather and stretchy Velcro brace to that child. I said, come here a minute, darling. I said, they're grifting you. They're grifting you. Let me see a picture of the brace you're supposed to get her. And then I got on Google and I typed in pediatric ankle brace, therapeutic ankle brace. There's 40 of them. Walmart has them. CVS has them in 12 different styles.
Yeah.
All you need to know is your child's shoe size.
Don't you
Yep.
remember those? They used to put a bar between them to either hold them in
Yeah,
or out.
you can get the
You
reinforcement.
remember
Except they
that?
use plastic now. It's no big deal. I told her you need a little plastic insert, the hard plastic insert.
And they slip in them. They just had a
Yeah.
little bar that went between their feet. Either if they
Yep.
turned out, then they can turn them. If they turned out, they turn them back right. If they
There's
turned
your
in, they
plastic insert
Yep.
for a 20-month-old child. There's your plastic insert right there.
Mm-hmm.
a rip off. Everything's a rip off.
And they want $600. They're $5.99 at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, you need to just stop. Y'all need to quit. She's like, oh, we got to cash in the 401k and stop contributing and doing this and doing that because she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and she worked really hard. But now they're having to consolidate their debt and cut their cable and everything. And I looked at her and I was like, well, that's on you. You know, consolidating the cable and all that and cutting the cable off. I said, you should have done that a long time ago. You don't need it.
No.
You don't. I said, and as far as your car loans and stuff, she said, oh, we got the car paid off. I said, well, then boom, that's it. You don't need a new car.
Mm-mm.
You don't. You keep this one going as long as you can.
Yeah.
But, and they have nothing. They all live in this disposable, they don't recycle, they don't reuse, they don't repurpose.
Yeah.
And they're just now starting to get in. And then finally I looked at her, I was like, you know, I worked. The whole time you kids were growing up, I worked. I was there in the day because I slept when they were at school.
Mm-hmm.
When my husband would come home from work, we would have dinner together as a family. We would have those evening hours together. And then my husband would go to bed and I would go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the morning, we'd pass each other.
Yeah.
He'd be getting up and I'd be going to bed. And we did that for 10 freaking years. Don't tell me it cannot be done.
Been there, done that.
Yep.
Change
Been there,
the
done that.
kid in the power plant parking lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, get on to the next one. I'm tired of talking about.
Okay. Emergency preparedness basics.
Jack.
Are your important documents such as insurance policies, identification, and property records securely stored in a waterproof and fire-resistant container? And have you made digital copies accessible from a remote location in case of damage or loss? Terminator, since you had
Make him
your...
parent too. I'm sorry, I missed all of that.
Oh,
I
okay.
had to make him parent.
Are all your documents in a safe place where they don't get burned up or
Yes.
waterlogged?
Mine are all in a fire. Mine are all in a fireproof safe.
Yep, fireproof safe.
Yeah.
See, when our house burnt, I had bought in one of them safes and I had it under my bed and I saved it out of the fire. It burnt on the outside, but everything on the inside was saved. We had
Good.
to smash
Also
it
get
open to get
and
into it.
put them in coffee cans, throw the coffee cans in 5-gallon jugs and bury them out behind the barn or whatever. So if there is ever a fire, you've got I didn't say the originals, but copies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Make sure
forget
you
where I
have
buried them.
copies. Like when you get your birth certificate, go get an extra copy or two and put copies of everything buried outside
You
the
can't
house or
hear.
stored outside the
You can't
house.
hear,
Wow.
Karen. You can't photocopy your birth certificate here in Ontario, or it voids it.
Got to get a
No,
certified copy,
no. You
probably.
don't photocopy it. You write to the state and you tell them you lost it and you need 2 copies.
Get a certified copy.
They'll send you 2 certified copies.
Okay.
You can get as many copies as you want from the state. It costs you like $12 a pop or something like that, but you can get copies of all your records, your marriage license, everything.
Yeah.
You just go down to the
The Bureau of something.
Go to the courthouse where we went.
the records division of the courthouse.
Yeah.
Because people have to apply for new birth certificates, lost birth certificates. That's where I got my DD 214 because mine got chewed up by rats years ago. So you can get all your court documents through them.
Shannon, you got everything?
Let me ask him, babe, do we have everything? Like our marriage license, our birth certificates in us, like the fireproof box and stuff?
Some of it, yes. Some of it is filed in the file cabinet. It needs organized. No.
Half is in the fireproof box, the other isn't. He's got to put more stuff in.
Yeah.
But
It's in a mixed, organized, but I know where everything is.
At least he knows where everything is, because I don't.
And copies of your will, living will, whatever, even if it's a handwritten, notarized note that says he gets, she gets,
Yeah.
copies of that in there. Because in the event of a fire or something like that, you could lose somebody.
Yeah, we don't even have that.
Paperwork,
So.
you could lose your spouse, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know we're going to be getting wills done soon. So in case things happen.
Again, it costs $20 or less. Go down to the courthouse, to the records division, and get living wills.
Yeah.
Because if you go make out a will with a lawyer, it's going to cost you $200, $300, $400. But if you go to the courthouse, it's going to cost you $20.
Yeah.
You get it and file it, and it's legal.
There you go. So also everybody in the chat, that's a good thing to have. Go ahead and make sure you get all that kind of stuff. And also, like Karen was saying, if you're able to even put in a different spot on your property, that's awesome as well.
Dump piles are a nice place to hide a lot of crap because nobody wants to comb through barbed wire and rotten wood and whatever else you think to pile on top of it to see if you've got something hid under there.
Yeah.
And it's a good marker.
Oh, yeah. All right, next card. Natural and man-made disasters. While you're at work on May 2nd, 2031, a powerful earthquake brought down several buildings around your home. While driving in that direction from work, you realize the police have blocked off the area, not allowing anyone in. One of your loved ones isn't returning your calls. There is a chance they may be trapped in the rubble of your home. You drive up as close as you can, and the police officer stops you. Would you say to the officer what would you say to this officer in order to convince her to let you through?
Move your ass, I'm coming through. And floor it.
Yeah?
Damn right.
Shannon?
I'm a big Supernatural fan.
Yeah.
So I do have one of their special badges, if you know what I'm talking about, from Supernatural.
Yeah.
I just flash that and I'd be like, get the heck out of my way. I gotta go save my family.
Yeah.
Any human being worth their salt knows that you cannot come between a mother trying to get to her child.
Yeah.
Because I will drop kick your ass 100 feet. Literally.
Yeah.
You are not stopping me. I'm a bear. I'm a bulldog. I'm a freaking elephant. I'm on the rampage. I'm coming through, and you are not going to stop me.
And Terminator, are you still there?
Nope, I was starting to fall asleep. I'm trying to stay awake.
I just noticed the phone.
I think I started snoring and I woke myself up.
Oh, wow, that's funny. Yeah, I just noticed the phone was looking up at the roof, so I was like, huh. I didn't know if you set the phone down and went and did something, but...
No,
Okay.
no.
So...
Nodding off.
Since you was sleeping, you probably didn't hear the question.
No.
The roundabout way
Sorry.
of it, it's okay, is if an earthquake happened near your home, you have to get home to see if your family's not answering no phone calls. Cop stops you, says you're not allowed to go past. What would you do?
I go past.
Yeah.
No two ends buts about it. I know all different routes and different ways. I know my bush through. I know everything through where my property is, and I have all ways of getting to it, no matter what. They're not going
Yeah.
to stop me. My family's there. My family's number one priority.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's be honest, when an earthquake happens that quickly, they're not going to be there.
Yeah.
They're not. They're going to be home checking
Oh
on their own
no.
family.
Yeah, they are. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. They
And
are.
L&L Homestead in the chat. Yep, you're right. Move it or lose it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm with y'all. I mean, I'm getting to where I thought I brought it up. Man, it's moving slow. I'm getting to my family.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went and found the badge.
Oh, yeah?
FBI.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And for one of the characters, since I'm a girl, I put Joe Harville. That's
What's
one of
that?
the girls from Supernatural with her mom. They owned a bar called the Roadhouse.
Oh,
I don't remember that.
And Joe died.
Yeah. So did her mom
Yep.
in the Roadhouse.
Later.
Because, yeah, way later.
Yeah, I've got it memorized. I've seen it.
I'm a big Crowley fan. I love
Everybody
that man.
likes Crowley.
Yeah. Especially how he was in with the Winchesters and then, he'd switch sides every so often just to make the good deals.
I'm partial to Rowena.
Yeah, she's
I can
awesome,
relate
man.
to her.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I was a
That's
Dean
one
girl
show I
first,
have not
man.
watched.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's got a 67 Chevy Impala. The boys are awesome. Cass is funny as
It's
hell.
fun. It's a fun show.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially with all the interesting creatures that they gotta fight and kill.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Grimm?
Yeah, I like
Yes.
that. That's a
So
good
it's
show.
kind of like Grimm?
A little bit, yeah, but
No, it's nothing
Uh,
like it.
kinda, but the monsters are more mythical.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like
like
if
the
you've ever heard
Chupacabra and
the
werewolves.
Wendigo.
And,
Yeah.
I love Grimm. That was a good show.
I mean,
Hey,
they got vampires, but they've also got demons and angels.
Yep.
And
Well, them-
again,
them-
one point God returns just
Yeah.
for one
Chuck.
man.
Chuck, and then Lucifer's son, Jack.
Okay.
It's a good show. You'll get a good laugh. And if you ever
Okay.
watch any of the conventions, oh my God, it's hilarious. Because I think one of the kids that asked a question, the boys asked her, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Lilith," and they're like, "Oh crap!" You'd have to watch the show why they don't like the name Lilith.
Yeah, I would have to watch the show because I'm like over
Isn't
my
that
head.
Adam's first wife?
Yeah.
No, that would be Adam's second wife, I believe.
No, Lilith was the first one. Eve was the second.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Thought Eve was the second.
Don't watch it. So
The show
I
I
haven't
watched
watched
like
the.
1,000 times was Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, that one's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I've watched that so much where All American be like, can we watch something else? Watch the reruns over and over.
He's heard that before. Matter of fact, he heard it yesterday. Damn it, you've seen this show like 15 million times. Can you please put on something we haven't seen not once in the last 3 months?
Yeah.
Because he's doing it right now with, what's the name of this one? My mind's not even working.
What is it?
What was the first one? The Orville.
Huh.
Now, he's been watching this damn thing daily for weeks now. He lets it go all the way through to the end. Then he watches another series all the way through to the end, and he goes back to the Orville again.
I'm actually that way as well. I am surprised we haven't rewatched another something else.
Yeah, it's like me with Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Doctor Who.
Longmire.
But I'm sitting there going, we've got Star Trek, we've got Doctor Who, we've got all these things that we have seen a billion times, but he gets locked into the same 3 over and over in a rut, and after a week or two, I'm ready to pull my hair out, and I don't care if you watch Blazing fucking Saddles.
I like that. That's a good show too.
Watch something else.
You probably haven't seen Blazing Saddles, have you?
I've seen it.
Well, we're old though. Okay.
Quit.
All right, let's move
That's
on to
hilarious.
the next card.
It is.
New American Civil War. While attempting to broker a peace agreement in Washington, D.C. on March 10, 2027, you are presented with a choice. Either accept a proposal that grants amnesty to those who committed war crimes, or reject the proposal and risk prolonging the conflict. How would you navigate this difficult situation, and what factors would you consider when making your decision? Karen?
With the wonderful role models we have before us in today's society, I'm going to have to say I'm going to go with whoever gives me the most fucking money that I don't have to pay back.
Yeah. I like that. And true. Terminator?
Yeah, I agree with Karen. The only thing is yeah, you would never get money from the government, because any money you get from the government, you got to automatically pay it back. So they're useless.
Oh, no. Zelensky got his. That's what she's talking about. Zelensky got his from America. There are no guarantees. He said we gave it to him as a gift. We can't get one penny
Oh,
back.
wow.
Europe, Britain,
Wow.
France, everybody else who donated, it was like in the form of a loan. They had to pay it back, and they gave them real reasonable rates. But the U.S., thank you, Mr. Senile Old Man Biden, it was a gift. He don't have to pay it back.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tambra?
I'm going to do what they don't want me to do, probably.
Yeah, I can see that. Shannon?
First, I wouldn't be caught dead in D.C.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
And I wouldn't even accept anything. Like, you never know how that money was laundered or anything like that.
Yeah. And I'm actually surprised Tambra didn't say you wouldn't be in D.C.
No, I wouldn't be in D.C.
Yeah.
I'd have
I
to
have
be dead if I
relatives
was.
there. I might be visiting them or something.
Not unless we went to raid the
He said
Capitol.
buried in Arlington.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd work.
Yeah, we're heavy military, and he's right. I have relatives buried in Arlington.
There you go.
I had
You're
an aunt that
visiting
lived there for years and years, though. She lived in Arlington, Virginia, but she worked right there in D.C.
Ah,
Shh.
Who's talking to us?
The dog, Jack. Come
all
here.
right.
Come here.
Next one.
Come here.
World War III.
Say hi. Say hi. Say
Hi, Jack.
Hi, buddy.
He's a
Hey,
talking.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh yucky!
you giving mommy all
Your
your
breath
kisses?
stinks. Get off my lap now. I love John. You go away.
He's just a big baby.
You didn't hear my husband. It's those horse turds he ate. I
Oh.
need a sanitizer wipe.
Ellen L. Homestead said that's because they were getting kickbacks.
Yep. That's exactly right. They were getting kickbacks. And if you don't think that all these wars and stuff aren't manipulated just to put more money in their pocket, because war is good business. And whenever there's good business going on, there's all kinds of skimming going on.
Of course.
Which
Oh, yeah.
I'll let her in.
has ended. When the war ends, no more kickbacks.
Are you letting her in? Okay.
And we won't even talk about how they took all the equipment we gave them and sold it on the black money.
Yeah.
Black market.
Black money.
So,
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'll get to the
if
next.
you're in the situation, and if you're in that situation and you know it's all just make believe in their minds, they don't care. They really don't care. It's all just an acting job to them. They just got to make the play in front of the cameras.
Yeah.
And if you're there and you're in that situation, well, if you don't roll with them, they delete you.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter how high up you are on the ladder, you will get deleted.
Yeah.
You could be president and get deleted.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So
All
in that
right.
case, like I said, when you're in a situation, a no-win situation, besides getting out alive, just get what money you can. What you do with the money is your business. If you want to use the money to do good, use the money to do good. If you want to use the money to run and hide, use the money to run and hide. You know, how you use the money is more important than not having it or getting it.
Yep. 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 All right. World War III. On September 8th, 2036, during World War III, you are a high-ranking intelligence officer who has discovered a network of spies within your own organization. However, you also find out that your sibling is a key figure in this network. Do you expose the entire network, including your sibling, to protect your country? Or do you try to shield your sibling from the consequences, risking national security?
I think you did that one a long time ago.
If I did, I didn't circle it, so we're doing it again.
Okay.
So, Shannon, what would you do?
Well, I like seeing my siblings get in trouble, so. But if it's a bad thing that they have to get in trouble for like a firing squad or something, I would probably try to shield them regardless.
Spy, so they're going to get treason.
Well, yeah, I'd be whacking them upside the head too. Be like, you're an idiot for doing that. Why?
So you would then try to shield your sibling
Oh yeah.
from the consequences.
Yeah.
All
Because no
right.
matter how it is, you still gotta love your siblings.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. They're stupid.
Well, I
That's
do have
why I
one
say
stupid
it
sibling, but
depends on the
I still
sibling.
love them.
Because I got one I'll throw under the bus in the blink of an eye. I got another one I'd lay down my life for. But the one I would lay down my life for wouldn't be caught in that situation. And the one I would throw under the bus was probably leading the situation.
Stupid.
That's one thing when you have multiple siblings.
I don't
I
have
only
any
got
siblings.
one. I don't
I
see
have
him
any.
doing that anyways.
None. I don't have
I'm
any.
the oldest of 6, so you got me on half of them.
Tambra, what was your thing?
I don't have any siblings. It's just
So you
me.
don't got to worry about that.
Nope. Don't matter anyhow. They're stupid and doing that shit. You know.
That is true.
Let them fall. They know the consequences. Consequences.
Yep. Terminator, you're on mute.
She's. I don't know. She's asleep.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
No, I wasn't asleep. I was sitting and listening. I just Terminator come running in here on the bed, and I didn't want her to start being vocal.
Yeah, I get it. So what would you do?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't help my siblings at all because I have nothing to do with them. So and if they want to be idiots and become spies and everything, they need to pay the consequences.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm
Yeah.
tired too.
I know, it's in the going around. I've been trying to secretly yawn. Y'all may have noticed, but I've been trying not to let it go. All right.
I don't want them. I already ate a bag.
You go.
All right, let's see.
Gonna get you.
Oh baby.
No, I shared mine with her.
No need.
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Now we got religion.
Mine.
On April 17th, 2028, a religious group has begun to execute those who practice other faiths, claiming divine authority. Your best friend has been captured and is facing execution for their beliefs. Do you attempt a daring rescue, risking your own life and potentially in further violence, or do you try to navigate the zealots?
Zealots.
Zealots.
Okay. Knowing that they may not be swayed from their deadly mission. If you choose to risk your own life and navigate, what argument would you try to make? Karen?
Well, I'm thinking, the Catholic Church did that, and there were no arguments you could make. Muslims do that, and there are no arguments you can make.
Mm-mm.
So when you're dealing with a religious nutbag, there are no arguments you can make. You got to go straight for the kill.
That's right.
Yeah.
And take, your neighbors with you. Round up your friends. This is where we are in society even today. You have to be willing to band together, and you're going to have to be willing to fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they take one person out of a community, The entire community better go get them back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I
I'd go
agree.
get them back, but I would not be alone.
Nah.
Yep. I'd have backup.
Yeah.
And every one of them good old country boys and girls knows how to shoot a deer.
Yeah. I know how to run into them too. I think we're all in agreement with you, Karen, on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go get them. Go get them. Because the next person they come to is going to be you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't argue with a zealot. You just can't. That's what the definition of the term means, basically.
Yeah.
It's going to come to that too, probably.
It already is.
Yep.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah,
Yep.
especially when the Antichrist comes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not going to be a good thing. That
Who's
was my
playing
husband's
Pac-Man?
phone. No, that was my husband's phone. He likes it loud.
It almost
I
sounded
have,
like Pac-Man.
yeah, yeah. I have Valhalla Calling for my ringtone.
I actually have a normal ring.
I've got a fun beboppy ring.
Unless, although I do have certain rings for certain people, so I know who it is calling.
Yeah, when my kids call, it plays, I'm going to whip somebody's ass. Yes, that's
Yeah,
an
you have
old
all them
blues
different
song
ringtones, so
down
you
there
don't
in
have to answer it.
Chattanooga.
Yep.
The Bessie
I-
Smith strut. They used to sing it there every year. I'm gonna whip somebody's ass.
I love
I
that.
And I
used
know
to
it's one of my kids.
I used to have that one, and then I used to on my old phone. I can't find the ringtone no more. I used to have for my mom. It go whoop whoop whoop. Your mom's calling. What'd you do now?
Yeah.
I think they have that one of those ringtones for me. I think they do. A couple of them anyway.
I can't find that ringtone no more though. It was funny. I used to have it on my old phone.
Yeah, I know one of my kids has the danger, warning, Real Robertson when I call.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I had Girl, You're Worth It from 50 Shades of Grey for my husband when he called me.
Yeah. He put Crazy Bitch on his phone for me, and I put Save the Horse, Ride the Cowboy for him.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm
That's a good
fine.
one.
Shut up, Nick. They heard you.
All right, let's move on. Pandemic. On February 6, 2028, a new pandemic is spreading fast throughout the globe, killing 30% of the infected people of all age groups. The government has fast-tracked another vaccine, and they are forcing everyone to take it. The last time your government did this, years ago, the vaccine had several complications, which were suppressed by the media. They even silenced scientists that were experts in the vaccine's technology who were arguing against it. Would you take this new vaccine your government is mandating, or would you take your chances with the illness that has a 30% death rate?
I'm taking my
Hell no.
chances.
Hell no.
I know.
We ain't taking no more damn vaccines.
Nope.
I ain't taking the last one. Why would I take another one?
I didn't take the last one either.
Yeah, really.
Me neither.
Do that shit. I ain't doing it.
Mm-mm.
Nope, nobody's doing that to me.
No.
Nope. I know with the last job that I had, when I had to answer the phone and some of the girls would call in being sick. I'm like, you got COVID, didn't you? She's like, yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, I told you not to take the shot. It was
Mm-hmm.
going to do that to you.
Yeah.
How did you know? It's like, because I do my research, girlfriend. You
Yeah.
should have done your research before you took it.
When I
Because
got it,
everybody got sick.
I thought I had the flu, and I treated myself for the flu. Lasted about 2 weeks. I got over everything except for the spinning dizzies. I had a world-class case. I couldn't move my head without the whole world spinning like a mad top. Went to the doctor. I went to the doctor on January 7th. I caught it on Christmas from one of the relatives. And it was 2019. And he said, I believe you have that new Chinese mystery virus. So I caught it before they had a name for it
Mm-hmm.
and before they had the shot. So by the time the shot rolled out, I just laughed at him. Hell no. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. We had actually gotten it as well before it really came out. And what lasted for me was the cough.
Yeah.
Cough would not.
Yeah, that was the second or the third time it came around.
Well, that was actually the first for me. And this was in February of 2019. And that was the only thing, and it felt like I was coughing so bad it hurt actually after a while, and that was it. I mean, and we didn't even realize what it was until way after, like, oh, we had COVID.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
know
mean,
it.
I think like in 2018, I had an upper respiratory infection. I had to stay home for 10 days. And it's like, I bet I had COVID back then and we didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's like, and I'm glad my husband didn't catch it, but he probably did, but later on, because we all had to wear those stupid masks.
I didn't wear no mask.
I had to because I was around the dang public.
The only
Yeah.
time
But
I
if I
wear
was
a
in the
mask in
back,
public, the only time I wear a mask in public is when my allergies are so bad I literally cannot breathe from my asthma, and I know the pollen's heavy because that's all the mask is good for. It keeps the pollen out. It don't keep sickness out. Have you seen what they wear in a viral lab? Have you
I
seen
wore
the little tent suits
I
they
wore a
wear?
face mask. I wore a full
Yeah.
face mask.
So yeah, the mask doesn't do jack, and the face
Those
mask doesn't either if it's not closed in.
those P95s ain't worth a crud. They're only good
I,
for
I
dust.
if you want something like that, then go get a painter's mask
Mm-hmm.
that is against fumes and vapors with the big old charcoal filters you can
Yeah, you
change
need to get
out.
the full face with the filters because them P95s don't filter enough to get the little stuff. They only filter like uh dust.
Yeah.
I did give neighborhood classes on making a hazmat suit out of construction trash bags and duct tape, and a
Oh,
3-liter Coke bottle for the face mask.
Yeah.
I made a whole tent suit, and the kids got an A at school.
that's cool.
Right. L&L's homestead. Yeah. And then Chris P. Man, my computer's slow about bringing these up. Cody. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Let me find the next card real quick. Okay.
Uh-uh.
All right. Economic collapse. In 2016, Venezuela's economy collapsed due to plummeting oil prices and political instability. You're a pharmacist and your store is running out of essential. Did we do this one? No.
Uh-huh. No.
No.
Not tonight.
No, just a lot of
Essential.
them similar.
Huh?
A lot of them sound alike.
Yeah, they do. Okay, your store is running out of essential medicines. A black market dealer offers you a supply of these medicines at an inflated price, which you'd have to pass on to your customers. Do you purchase the medicine to treat the needs of your community, or do you refuse the deal and risk leaving your customers without vital treatments?
Hmm.
I know.
That's a hard one.
I almost think of try to get the natural medicines and try to different ones for different things, because I know we can do natural blood pressure, cholesterol, this, all your stuff,
Yeah.
and
Or
do
you
it.
could grapevine it also.
I'm sorry.
Grapevine it.
Hmm.
Everybody, when they have a loved one dies or something, they've got all this medication left over.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Or your kid has a huge stockpile. He don't need it all, and you've got some extra.
Hmm.
Community grapevine it.
Yeah,
Put people who have it in touch with the people who need it.
yeah, that's good actually. Do
Because
that one as well.
I ain't got the money to waste, to be
They
perfectly
ain't gonna
honest.
give it to you though. They'll want to sell it to you.
And even if they did, you'd have to have a lab right there to test the purity, to test the quality. How are you going to trust somebody on the black market to not give you tainted pills? Did we learn nothing from fentanyl?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
Better have the knowledge beforehand about the natural medicines.
Yes.
That's another thing. Ask them. I mean, every woman over the age of 40 around here has an herbal remedy passed down from grandma or mama, and not all of them the same.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
Shannon, I liked how
That
quickly
doesn't
you grabbed
Shannon,
that book.
I'm covered. I'm covered.
It's
You
on
can't see it. This
my
bookcase is
coffee
that
table.
bookcase is that bookcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bookcase behind me that has a couple more different types of herbal remedy books.
Yep. I got some over there, there, and there.
What are you
Probably.
looking at? What are you looking at?
Yeah.
And of course,
Terminator.
I got several different Bibles everywhere too. So
Of course.
I found out quite a few when I went looking.
Yep. Oh, I know. We've been digging out my mother-in-law's stuff, and a lot of the extra Bibles we donated them to her church that she went to. So they have them at the back pews when someone needs a Bible on hand and all. So Terminator, what would you do?
I forgot the question now.
You answered it though.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, that's natural medicine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You better know it beforehand though.
Yeah, but natural medicine is the best, most powerful. If people would just learn to understand it and believe in it and
Yeah.
realize that it's the most powerful thing there is out there. That's why God put it there. It's there for a
Exactly.
yeah,
purpose.
Exactly.
yep.
Yeah. And Ellen L. Holmes said, yeah, I actually have the same book. I believe it's that same book. Yep.
I've been my own doctor for a while and my vet.
Yeah.
I don't like doctors.
No,
They
and
kill me.
there's supposed to be, I can't remember who it is, but a really good vet person on YouTube that you can take them your questions, and really good about doing your own things for your dogs.
Yeah, one of my subscribers even because I showed my um home remedies that I have, like
Yeah.
the honey and garlic, and somebody's like, "Can you on one of the nights could you show us how to do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll just have to do it in front of the computer, or I can have my husband bring the computer into the kitchen, and I'll show everybody how to make the honey and garlic tincture."
Yeah.
Or any of the other tinctures once I get my herbs going,
Yeah.
because it's easy. I mean, you're going to have to spend money to buy herbs if you don't have certain ones around your house.
Have your husband video it with the phone while you stand at the kitchen counter with your stuff out. Because he
Yeah,
can
that's
get far
how.
enough back and he can zoom in.
Yeah, because that's how we did the doorway, the blessing of the doorways. He did that, and I'm glad we did it a second time because my rebel flag was in the view. I didn't want that to be taken down.
Yeah.
So at least we were seen it before. It's like, oh crap, I got to do it again.
Yeah, I get
So,
that. That's why
Yeah,
also
you
I'm
do the
big
same
about
way.
when we're doing stuff out in the yard and there's certain things I don't want to be seen in the yard because it looks like a mess. I'm like, watch your camera view background,
yeah.
especially when he's doing it because he's like all over the place.
What y'all doing?
I'm that way. Y'all gone for a walk with me. That phone is just everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's fine. Oh, wait, let me make sure I didn't do this.
I think I figured out how to get the camera to reverse the view
Coming?
so that I can look at the screen and shoot from the front of the camera.
Yeah,
It's just, I don't know. Sometimes it pops up and sometimes it doesn't. It's like the little circle with arrows.
yep. Yeah, I don't know how it looks on StreamYard, how it would be like that. I've never done it on the phone, so I don't
That's
know.
just it. Sometimes it's up there on StreamYard and sometimes it's not. And I haven't figured out why yet.
I don't. All right, let's do another one. Terrorism, violence, and thought crimes. On May 3rd, 2027, an anonymous whistleblower leaks classified documents to the media, revealing a secret government program that spies on citizens' online activities in the name of national security. The revealing causes widespread outrage, and the government begins hunting for the whistleblower. As a journalist, you are contacted by the whistleblower who wants your help in revealing even more classified information. Do you assist them and risk being labeled an enemy of the state, or do you turn them in to protect your career and personal safety? Who wants to go first?
I'm just in
Nobody?
thought.
Ask
Nope.
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Shannon?
Uh, I would have to expose it all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
dang the consequences. Expose everything that you can, because the media is CORR, corrupt.
Yeah,
Don't really want to
Yep.
say that too loudly.
I know.
That's why I don't watch the news, because I don't want to believe their lies.
I know. I don't really even know when the last time I did watch the news. Probably actually when the hurricane went. I was just waiting for the weather to come on.
The news is over. The news is past. Now it's podcasts and individuals and
Yeah.
internet celebrities. Uh,
I know. They even have that on the news. It's like the hot topics now, and it's what this celebrity is doing, and this, and what good TikTok video is on, and
yeah, it's bullshit. It's distraction. It's not news.
Nope.
It's not. They don't actually do the. They just regurgitate whatever they're told.
yeah,
Yep.
You're given
Because I
a
know
script.
they're
The news is
doing
not
the
news
thing about
anymore.
the Pope, who they're going to be choosing. They'll be
yeah,
doing that in May.
huh?
So all the cardinals are at the Vatican right now.
Where'd you get this, guy?
Terminator.
Nope, sorry.
We're
The Catholic
almost
Church
done.
is imploding, and they've lost so many people because of the woke bullshit of this past pope.
Yeah,
Yep.
Um, basically, we're
Yep.
facing Armageddon now, ladies. We really are.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Everything is
are.
coming to a head. Empires are going to crumble. Land masses are going to sink into the sea. We're entering a part of the galaxy that causes undue magnetic forces on us and is littered with space debris. So it's part of what's going on with our weather, and the storms getting worse, and the earthquakes picking up, and the volcanoes firing off, and political instability.
yeah,
Natural
Yeah.
disasters,
Revelations has to come
political
to intuition.
instability,
How do you say
Yep.
that?
and
Yep.
empires
Yep.
fall.
It's got to
So,
happen.
I mean, we're here, we're facing it. Keep your eyes open, like Terminator
Yep.
always says, eyes wide open, because you're watching it. It's a
Mm-hmm.
slow start, but you're watching it.
Yep.
Yep.
oh yeah,
And there's it doesn't matter how much they try to suppress the knowledge is getting out.
oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, just like the card said, if a whistleblower comes and you're in the media, I mean, if they come to you, then
well, you're in good company, because whistleblowers are popping up everywhere right now. That's what I said, that the mainstream media has fallen. And
yeah,
whenever an empire, and as big as they are an empire of sorts.
yeah,
They had
Mhm.
to claw tooth and nail not to lose power. They're trying to hold on to power. They're trying to hold on to control of the narrative. And they can't, because so many people are stepping up and so many people are speaking out. So by all
Well,
means, speak out, because you're already
today
in
we
the
did our
revolution.
voting. Today we did our voting for our new prime minister, and I haven't been on. I don't know who won yet.
Well, you're
How
either
long?
going to go right or left.
Yep.
Yeah,
And if they go the L way, Canada's screwed.
yeah, man.
Yep.
How long does it
We're done.
normally take for Canada to get all the count done?
They should have it. I'm going to go on Facebook and see, because I don't know where else to go on. I'm just looking to see. Uh, let's see,
Google it or go
voting.
to a
I'll
Fox
just.
News channel and just type in Canadian election results.
Oh, I know what I got to do. I know what I got to do. I got to go in and I'll do it this way.
There. Now y'all take
CTV
mine.
News.
There you go.
CTV News right here. It's not over yet.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah,
All
it's not. There's been no announcement yet.
right. Okay.
Who we
You'll
want
But
to
they're
have
win?
still count. They're probably still counting ballot. Yeah, they're probably still counting ballots
yeah.
because the voting was over. I think at 9, or it might not be over till
Hey,
9:30. The voting.
Oh, well then, yeah, y'all got.
Yeah.
who do we want to
Let's see.
win?
The Canadian presidency.
All
We
right.
want the right side to win.
Who?
Because if the left side wins, Canada is toast.
Yeah.
Well, see, we don't. We're all fighting not to have the Liberals because Mark Carney,
Yeah, I
that's
know,
in there
I
running.
know,
That
and I know that the individual citizens, for the most part, are waking up, but you still have these major population areas that are liberal that outnumber all the rural people who are
yeah, no, but you know what? You know
conservative.
what's happened is all the Palestinians that Trudeau brought in. They brought them in a way so that they gave them their Canadian citizenship, everything for for them to in agreement that they vote for the Liberal Party. And they have for the last 2 weeks they have been taking over all our cities and like see if us Canadians do any kind of demonstrations or anything, we get charged and we get put in jail. We get, they stop us, they block us, whatever. But these Palestinians have been taking over all our city streets and everything and spitting on cops and doing all this and that, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Wow.
And they've been
Actually,
burning our Canadian. They've been burning our Canadian flag, and they've been to me, it's an uttering a death threat to Canadians and to Americans. They're the one that's out in Vancouver. They were yelling and screaming death to Canada and death to United States, to USA.
yes, and I hope that most Canadians have been watching us and realizing that they have to stand up.
Yep.
They have to. They
Oh yeah.
through this election, and not just through the election, but in all the local
But
elections,
beyond.
all the little independent elections. You've got to
Yep.
do it from the ground up. And
Yep.
most Canadians are
Hey,
figuring this out.
stop it. Get down.
Yep.
So
And actually, in our next card is government.
Yeah.
All right. On September
I think the
12th.
one with that rebels on it or something.
Well, they don't make one like that.
It's because it's probably made by the government.
I don't know who makes these. I don't remember. But on September 12th, 2030, in the ravaged remnants of Miami, Florida, the government has begun confiscating all personal firearms in an effort to maintain control and suppress any potential uprisings. Your family has relied on firearms for hunting and self-defense, and you must decide whether to surrender your weapon to the authorities, leaving your family vulnerable, or hide it and risk severe consequences if discovered. What would you do in this situation?
Never give it up.
No.
America,
No,
never.
never.
No
Never.
way.
Not
We're
giving that up,
Ever.
man. Nope, nope, nope.
Nope.
They'll kill me first before they get my
It is my right. You don't have the right to take away my rights.
Yeah. And that's one thing about this card.
Because I will fight to keep my rights.
Right.
Yeah. First thing, this says in Florida. Floridians are not going to do that.
No.
Miami will, but I don't know about that.
Just like the Texans ain't gonna do it.
You got too
Yeah,
many.
but once they leave Miami city limits, aren't the country people just, turn them into sausage or something?
Yeah. And then two,
y'all got a feral hog problem, don't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
I know. And then I know what to do so I don't mess up their tummies. I don't want to mess up the hog's tummies, so I know what to do. And then two, on this card, it says also to suppress any potential uprising. Taking firearms away from people is going to be an uprising.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at us Canadians. Hey, we're fine examples. Us Canadians.
By taking them away, because if you try to take them by force will be used against you. And if you just asked for them, you're just going to get laughed at in your face.
Yeah. So this one card has like so many different things. I'm like, for one thing, Florida. Two, for other thing, the uprising. I mean, if you're going to take them away, that's going to be an uprising.
There's gonna be a war.
Crap, what number was that? I circled it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then like even L&L Homestead, never give them up.
Never. Nope.
So that's government for you.
Yep.
You're gonna go out with like David and Goliath thing.
Just hit the first one that's armed and take his shit.
Oh yeah.
First one is trying to take away everybody else.
Oh yeah, the first one that comes down the road, take him out with a rock and then take his.
Yeah.
No, man, you wait for the whole line to get on the culvert and then you blow the road up.
There you go.
Well, so far we're screwed. so far Canadians are screwed.
Oh no.
Yep. So far. Because what happened was when the Liberals brought when Trudeau brought all the refugees in and everything, they automatically, before they even became full citizens, they gave them all rights to vote. And of course they're going to vote for the Liberals because of them being, the Liberals was paying, apparently they're getting $3,200 a month to live, plus all expenses paid and everything, you know what I mean? So, from the Liberals.
And
yeah, Canada's screwed.
It's going to escalate to violence. Trust me, because with the U.S. blockading you, and with the tariffs that we have placed upon you.
Yeah, but Trump's happy.
Trump even hitting the colleges. Apparently, the U.S. is educating most of the world. We're paying for students to go to school in other countries. Canada, Great Britain, France. And Trump
but Trudeau wants the Liberals to win.
If they have woke bullshit, and if they push a woke agenda, all the money is cut off. All the money's cut off.
Yeah.
He wants you to send paperwork showing what you have done to end it. Because if you can't prove that you've turned it off, no more money.
No.
So Canada is going to be hurting really bad economically, which is going to do what? Piss the people off? Canada's about to have an uprising.
Yeah, we're screwed because the Liberals won 182 seats out of the 343 available seats, surpassing the 172 seats, requiring a majority. And Trump's happy because he wanted the Liberals to win.
No, he didn't.
He even said it in one of his speeches.
Trump's going to buy Canada.
Then it's
That's
going
my
to start a
prediction.
war. Oh, I know, and it's going to start a war.
If Trump gets Canada to become part of the U.S., then the liberals have to go bye-bye. And Trump will set y'all up. I'm sorry, but you haven't heard shit about Epstein. You still don't know who shot JFK. They're only
Yeah.
doling out little bits here and there to keep you placated because Trump may be a businessman, but he's also a politician now. He learned from his first tour, and he is a master of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And trust me, he knows exactly what he's doing with Canada. And he will make the Canadians so freaking miserable they rise up and take care of the problem themselves.
Yeah.
Think of it as a hostile business takeover. He won't actually do the dirty work.
Yeah. Yep.
I think you're just gonna buy them outright.
We're broke. We can't afford to buy him outright.
He is,
Yeah.
not us. Trump. Trump's got money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but only Elon Musk has that much money.
Somebody's hound's going.
Would you please make it stop?
Well, but the thing is liberals only have a 4-point lead on conservatives, and there's still more voting that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
You'll see in the morning.
Yeah, they might catch up.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, it's been an hour and 30. We've
Good
went
Lord.
through all of our scenarios.
With me
So,
falling asleep through half of them.
yes, you did. That
Hey,
was quite
everybody
funny,
needs
though.
a nap every now and then.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go around and everybody say their goodbyes, and we're going to end up with Shannon so she can do our prayer. All right, Tambra.
Aaron, I have fighting going on here
Uh-oh.
underneath me.
I hear them.
Yeah.
They're that's happening because you had them outside, so they're all wound up.
No, guys, come on. They were fighting
They're
outside.
like cats. Sleep through the day and be wound up through the night.
I think that shot makes them hyperactive.
That's
Good.
what you.
I wouldn't
That
doubt
was
it.
happened last time when you got their shots
Yeah,
done.
yeah. They're crazy. Crazy. Crazy puppy dogs. Crazy puppy dogs. Take care of your animals. Prep as much as you can. Buy ammo. Just get ready. Keep your eyes open. Ain't no telling when it'll happen.
Right.
Don't
Aaron?
give your guns up.
There you go.
Oh, roof, 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 roof.
Yeah, really.
Come here.
What Jack said.
It's okay, baby. Come here. You gotta turn your
Oh,
light
now
on.
you got baby going off.
She's flashing.
Oh, wow.
She's flashing. Look, she's flashing.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to turn the light off, and she don't want me touching it.
All right, Terminator.
Everybody, keep your head on a swivel. Keep your ears and eyes open. Prep, prep, prep. Prep to your heart's content. Just keep going and going. Prep spiritually because the end's coming. We're living in the last days, and Canada's screwed. And go live a life done free.
Don't let them take your Bibles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Karen, did you hear Karen? She's doing the slow. All right, Shannon, go ahead.
All right. The armor of God prayer. It is in Ephesians 6, but you can look it up on any search engine, folks. I put on and stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around my waist. I am safe and secure with the breastplate of righteousness, guarding my heart from evil, helping me live a life that honors you. I diligently put on my gospel shoes of peace, willing to go wherever you ask of me. I take and stand behind the shield of faith, protected against Satan's fiery darts of doubt, fear, lies, and deceit. Now on my head I place the helmet of salvation, keeping my mind on you. I grab hold in my hand of the sword of the Spirit, the word of God, sharp and true. I am prepared to live today in spiritual victory. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 All right, everybody. Thank y'all for, ladies, thank y'all for coming on. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for joining in. And come check us out Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will see everybody then. And y'all have a blessed evening.
Good night, Terminator.
Good night, Tamara.
Good, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
That sounds like the Waltons.